We need to talk about a ghost of YouTube past. Remember him? The guy standing in his garage, caressing a Lamborghini, surrounded by a fortress of books? The man who single-handedly tried to make knowledge a brand asset. Tai Lopez. For those of you who are blessedly unfamiliar, this guy saturated the internet around 2014 with his 67 Steps program, promising to teach you the secrets to health, wealth, love, and happiness. The marketing was genius in a weird way. He'd show off leased mansions and luxury cars while telling you the real key was reading a book a day. His courses were divisive. Some people loved them, others said they were rambling, common sense advice you could get for free, and that trying to get a refund was a Herculean task. But he built an empire on this persona of being a business savant. And then he decided to level up. He wasn't just going to sell you the dream anymore. He was going to sell you a piece of the dream. He and his business partner, Alex Mayer, started a company called Retail Ecommerce Ventures, or REV. The plan was actually kind of brilliant on paper. They would buy the dusty remains of beloved bankrupt stores. We're talking RadioShack, Pier 1 Imports, Dress Barn, Model Sporting Goods, and resurrect them as sleek online-only businesses. To fund this retail necromancy, they needed money. A lot of it. So they went to investors, raising about $112 million. And the pitch was incredible. They were offering investors returns of up to 25% a year. To put that in perspective, that's a rate of return that would make most Wall Street hedge funds blush and ask for your number. In promotional videos, Tai described these zombie brands as being on fire with strong cash flow. He made it sound like they were printing money. There was just one tiny, insignificant, microscopic little problem. They weren't. According to the Securities and Exchange Commission, that's the SEC, the people who show up when your financial house of cards gets a little wobbly, none of the companies were profitable. Not a single one. While Tai was saying they were on fire, they were apparently on fire in the burning cash in a dumpster sense of the phrase. For example, Dress Barn allegedly lost over $24 million in 2 years. So you might be asking, how do you pay investors a 25% return when your businesses are financial black holes? Well, according to the SEC, you do it by allegedly running a classic Ponzi scheme. You take the money from new investors and use that to pay the returns you promised to the earlier investors. It's like paying off your Visa bill with your MasterCard, except with millions of dollars and a lot more federal paperwork. The SEC says at least $5.9 million in investor returns were just other investors' money being shuffled around. And where did the rest of the money go? The SEC alleges that Tai Lopez and Mayer misappropriated about $16.1 million for their own personal use. But here's my favorite part. To run this complex $112 million operation, you need a top-tier executive team. The COO, the Chief Operating Officer, was a woman named Maya Birkenrode, who also happens to be Tai's cousin. Her resume, according to Rev's website, boasted over 10 years of managing multi-million-dollar companies. The SEC, however, alleges her prior work experience included being a substitute preschool teacher and a radio station promoter, which, to be fair, is probably great preparation for dealing with irrational people and managing chaotic situations, but maybe not ideal for a retail empire. And the final cherry on this ridiculous sundae, the company, with all its acquisitions and complex money movements, apparently had no CFO, no senior finance executive, no one whose job it was to stand up in a meeting and ask, "Hey guys, just a quick one, where is all the money?" So now the SEC has filed a lawsuit seeking to get the money back and bar them from the industry. It seems the 67 steps to the good life might have missed a crucial 68th step. Don't allegedly commit massive securities fraud.